This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today in HD.
Well, there's a new plan to get gun and gang violence off of Chattanooga streets with more officers on the beat than ever before. Michelle Herron will break it all down.
Plus, two suspects took a stolen car on a joyride and ended up in a ditch and in custody. Tim Pham has the latest on the chase.
6 o'clock, let us say good morning, Tennessee Valley. So glad you're tuned in to Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. I'm Latrice Curry.
And I'm John Martin. Today is Tuesday, January 24th, 2017, National Compliment Day. Let's check in with the great David Carnes for a look at today's forecast.
And in honor, I will accept all of your compliments.
Wonderful.
Bring them my way, and I will receive them.
Like, I'll take
very
them.
complimentary weather as we move out this morning. Cool and crisp, right?
Yeah.
43 in Chattanooga, 43 Cleveland, mid to upper 30s in the high elevations, northwest winds at 6 miles per hour. Skies will continue to clear out through the day. We'll get to the mid 50s. Should be overall a very nice day. Lots of weather changes on the way, though. We'll have details coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, David, thank you so much.
Got it.
Wonderful job. Well, new details this morning in a police chase that ended with a car in a ditch and two people in custody.
Well, the crash that happened Monday night near Dodson Avenue and Wilcox Boulevard. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pham is tracking the very latest. He joins us now live from the Police Services Center. Good morning, Tim.
Well, good morning to you guys. The two men that were involved in the chase yesterday were wanted on some pretty serious warrants, and that's what prompted this police chase that started near Highway 58 and ended here in Chattanooga. Investigators say, again, it started after they spotted a stolen vehicle near Highway 58. They tell us 25-year-old Marcus McReynolds and 23-year-old Jermichael Brooks were the suspects inside that vehicle. They crashed multiple times before losing control and landed in a ditch on Monroe Street. The two suspects were pulled from the vehicle after the crash. Inside, police found drugs and two weapons. We spoke to the general manager of Mountain View, the car dealership on 153. He tells us the stolen car was a 2016 Honda Accord, and it was one of 5 cars stolen over the weekend. And this was the second car they were able to recover.
Just realize now, I don't care what they got to do, something's got to happen. You know, I mean, and look at the expense even the cities went through. And there's other crimes going on. They put up these little petty people. I just don't get it.
You can hear the frustration in his voice. Obviously, both suspects are convicted felons and are facing multiple charges, including evading arrest, narcotics, weapons, and auto theft. Police also tell us that they could be facing federal charges, but right now they couldn't comment on exactly what those warrants were for those two suspects. So, of course, we'll continue following this story as more details emerge. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tim, thank you for that live report. Now, several investigations continue this morning after a violent few days on Chattanooga streets.
Well, this morning we're learning about a new plan Chattanooga's top cop says will help combat gun violence in the city. Here to break it all down, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron joins us now live from downtown at City Hall. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, good morning to you. Well, in order for this new plan to go through, City Council will have to approve the funding needed for 14 new police officers. Now, this plan will include several new components like a gang unit, a rapid response team, and a gun team. Sergeant Josh May works closely with gang investigations with CPD, and he's seen how violence escalates much quicker with the use of social media. Now, May says these units would be focused on stopping violence before it starts.
What used to take weeks to turn into violence now takes literally hours. And having someone that can respond to that and stop potential violent situations prior to them becoming violent is an absolute necessity.
Now, more of the new plan will focus on follow-up investigations to all shots fired calls and tougher sentences for repeat offenders, or repeat criminals rather, who are caught with guns. Now, coming up in our next half hour, you're going to hear from Chief Fred Fletcher about how these new tools will help make the department the strongest that it's ever been. These 14 new officers would then bring the total number of officers for the department to 500. We'll have more on that coming up at 6:30, but for now, reporting live in downtown Chattanooga, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Michelle, thanks so much for that live report this morning. Now to Eastridge, where it's not clear what two armed suspects were looking for when police say they broke into an elderly man's home and tied him up.
James Cordell says a man and woman forced their way into his home on Sunday morning, threatening him with a gun. Cordell says they tied his wrist with zip ties and ransacked his house. Police are asking neighbors to be on the lookout for a silver car with tinted windows and an Alabama lanyard hanging from the rearview mirror.
Thing that they see that's suspicious involving a vehicle like that, they should let us know and give us the opportunity to check and see if that's our suspects and question them.
Now, police still aren't sure if the home was targeted for a specific reason or it was chosen randomly. If you have any information that could help the investigation, you're asked to call the East Ridge Police Department.
Well, today, Chattanooga's Public Works Department will present part of the plan on how to improve East Lake Park. Officials say the park is in need of infrastructure changes, including enhancing the water quality of the pond. The pond has an algae problem, along with an imbalance between plant and animal life. Today, officials will discuss upcoming tree plantings, along with the installation of an outdoor classroom. The improvements being announced today are just phase 1 in the ongoing park upgrades.
All right, so do you remember last fall and summer when we got all excited about the tiniest bit of rain? Well, over the last few weeks, we've gotten our fair share.
Yeah, so much that the Chattooga River crested at above flood stage on Monday. Take a look. This is in Tryon. Most of Monday, the river was at flood stage. It was at over 15 feet Monday afternoon. Flood stage is 14 feet. Since then, it's gone down, and the river is now under 8 feet. It was just under 11 feet at midnight. So we have definitely gotten some much needed rain.
Pretty decent rainfall. Yes. We're now running a surplus in Chattanooga of an inch above average.
Wow, that's great.
This far into the year, so it's good to start the year that way. More rain on the way probably tomorrow night. Let's take a look outside for today. 43 degrees. Grab a jacket heading out the door. Mid to upper 30s in the mountains. 39 in Athens, 43 in Dalton. Vipercast showing clouds this morning, clearing out this afternoon. Winds much lighter this afternoon also, and it should be a comfortable day for you with highs in the mid-50s, pretty widespread. A little bit cooler up on the plateau, 50 in Altamont, 52 Athens, and tonight dropping down into the mid to upper 30s, a little bit warmer on the plateau with clear skies tonight. Very warm tomorrow afternoon, 67 degrees for the high in Chattanooga, going from 55 to 67. That's ahead of a front that's going to bring us some rain late Wednesday night, and then Thursday will begin to clear out and cool down a bit. We'll have a complete forecast coming up in just a moment. Right now, for your up-to-date traffic, we're going to head over to John Martin. Good morning, sir.
David, good morning. 6:07 on this Tuesday. Not a whole lot going outside. I have a very small thing to tell you about. We got a disabled vehicle, State Route 29 southbound in Hamilton County. It's going to be cleaned up in the next couple of minutes. It's just affecting the southbound left lane right now, so just be on the lookout for that. And of course, when you see emergency lights, move over or slow down. It's not just courteous, it is the law.
Well, the Chattanooga Gas Company and Channel 3 partnering for a 9th straight year to provide natural gas customers with information about the low-income home energy assistance program. This morning, you can call and talk with a Chattanooga Gas Company employee about assistance with heating your home. The number to call is 266-5483, 266-5483. The phone lines will be open during all of our newscasts this morning and afternoon. For more information, go to WRCBTV.com, and they are back there waiting to hear from you.
Yes, they are. 6:08 coming up on Eyewitness News today. We should all take care of our hearts, right?
Yeah, well, it turns out women need to get their heart health screened much earlier than they think. By about a decade. Why it's so important, that's coming up in just a bit.
with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today in HD.
2 Sequatchie County deputies are now recovering after being dragged several feet by a car.
Well, it happened around 2:45 Sunday morning during a traffic stop on Cherry Street in Dunlap. Officials say 2 deputies spotted a black car with no tags. 22-year-old Zachary Lamar Hixson was behind the wheel and pulled over. Hixson refused to get out of the car and then took off, dragging both deputies down the road. The first deputy was dragged about 20 feet, while the second deputy was dragged almost 300 yards.
And I urge my officers all the time to approach with caution. Really be really careful how you approach a subject, because right now with what's going on in the United States, many officers are being taken down.
Well, one deputy has hip and shoulder injuries while the other needed 9 stitches to his head. Hixson faces multiple charges, included felony, evading, and 2 counts of aggravated assault on an officer. All right, there is some good news for the Bush family. Former First Lady Barbara Bush has been released from the hospital, and former President George H.W. Bush moved out of the intensive care unit.
Yeah, Mr. Bush will remain in the hospital to continue his recovery from pneumonia, but doctors say he could be discharged as early as Friday. America's oldest living president flashed a smile from his hospital bed with Mrs. Bush by his side, who was hospitalized last week with a case of bronchitis. And on his first full day in office, President Trump formally withdrew the U.S. from the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal, distancing America from its Asian allies. The new president also met with about a dozen business leaders and pledged to slash regulations and cut corporate taxes. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer held the first official press briefing, softening his words after his heated statement on the coverage of Trump's inauguration crowds.
All right, in health news, most women do not know when they need to begin regular heart screenings. A new Orlando health survey found 60% of women think heart screening should start after age 30. But the American Heart Association says nope, testing needs to begin at 20 years old. That's because women can begin developing plaque in their arteries in their teens and early 20s. Heart disease can also be harder to diagnose in women because they may not have those typical symptoms. And of course, we're coming up on Heart Month in February.
Well, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company announced a recall of 12-ounce bottles of its Pale Ale IPAs and other beers after detecting a packaging flaw that could cause a piece of glass to break off in the bottle. In a statement, the company said the recall applies to 8 different types of its craft beers available in 36 states, including Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. The recalled beers were packaged between December 5th of last year and January 13th of this year. If you have any of the beers, you can return them to the store for a full refund. Wait for it. Okay, I got to run to the store. 6:15, let's check your local sports headlines with Paul Shaheen.
We said this game is going to be about 2 things, right? 2 B's. It's going to be about the ball and +2. Yeah. And we said it was going to be about the brotherhood. There ain't nothing damn strong. Brothership on 3. 1, 2, 3. Brothership.
A little look inside the locker room after Atlanta won its 2nd ever NFC championship. Brotherhood has been the theme. Matt Ryan calls it the right players on the right team at the exact right time. Start the countdown. 12 days since the Falcons and the New England Patriots in Houston, Super Bowl 51. The Patriots beat the Steelers Sunday night to win the AFC, which brings us to the first of what will be several odd, somehow funny sound bites from Patriots head coach Bill Belichick before Super Bowl Sunday. It'll be fun.
Do you have any preliminary thoughts on the matchup with the Falcons in the Super Bowl?
No, I mean, I didn't even know they won. I mean, we didn't see the first game. So, I mean, obviously they're a great team, or they wouldn't be playing in this game. They've had a great year.
It's a big-time prep football news breaking last night. Whitwell head football coach Tracy Malone has stepped down to pursue what he tells me is an unbelievable real estate opportunity. Malone said the decision to do so has been weighing on him since the season ended. He said not only is it a great business opportunity, but it allows him more family time. He said he spoke with the school system yesterday, informed them they've been great, thanked everyone for giving him a chance to coach again. He leaves Whitwell as the Tigers now return 20 starters this upcoming season. They'll be searching for a 9th head coach in 14 years. That's it for sports. Always more online and inside our app. Have one heck of a day.
All right, well, the green flag falls on the 2017 NASCAR season in about a month, and NASCAR announced some new format changes this week.
All right, again, new system divided races into 3 stages where the top 10 finishers in each stage will be awarded additional championship points. The winner of the first 2 stages of each race will receive 1 playoff point, and the race winner will receive 5 playoff points. NASCAR said it ran the model for last year, and the same 4 drivers would have made the final, and Jimmy Johnson still would have won the championship.
That's a lot of math for...
You just kind of watch and see
I
who
know,
wins.
like, exactly.
Coming up on Eyewitness News today, David will be here with a look at your forecast, including a cool down.
Plus, we're going to let you know if there are any problems on your morning commute. Looking at the quad backs right there. Don't forget about the road closure starting tomorrow on Gun Barrel Road. That will be near Hamilton Run. We also have a few other updates of road closures you need to be prepared for. More coming up 6:18 on this Tuesday morning.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by CHI Memorial's Mary Ellen Locher Press Center. We offer a full spectrum of clinical and support services. For an exam, call 423-495-4040.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. The time is 6:21. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside at your morning commute. Holy aspect ratio. Okay, so here's what you're looking at. This is both of these shots are 24 at the 27 split. Do want to let you know on the right-hand side of your screen, you're looking at a disabled vehicle that they're trying to get mopped up right now, trying to get back off the road. You can see that left lane is closed right there, and that is southbound. So you will be affected southbound if that's the route that you're getting out and about taking right now. That should be cleared up in the next few minutes. So we do want to let you know, if you frequently take Hixson Pike, heads up, the area near Northgate Mall is going to become even more congested as work begins tomorrow on the Hixson Pike overpass you see on the screen there above Highway 153, and won't be complete for more than a year. TDOT officials say crews will close the outside lanes in both directions. Officials say there could be closures on Highway 153 as well. The two outside lanes on Hixson Pike over 153 will not reopen until November of this year. The entire project won't be complete until May of 2018. Video courtesy, obviously, right there, Sky 3. David Carnes, that's going to cause some interesting things going on over there near the mall. Is there anything interesting with the weather today?
Well, I'm just sitting there enjoying the Sky 3 video. Nothing wrong with that aspect ratio, is there? No. Yeah, looking at some good rainfall the past couple of days. That has launched us into the surplus side. No deficit, but we are running a surplus of 1 inch above average. 4.65 inches of rainfall so far for January, and that is pretty darn impressive. It is cool. You'll grab the jacket heading out this morning. 43 Chattanooga, 38 in Murphy. Clearing today. Clouds this morning, but sunshine this afternoon. Really nice outside this afternoon. It should be nice tomorrow also. We're going to warm up ahead of a front, get up to 67 for a high Wednesday afternoon. And then we're going to see the front moving through Wednesday night, bringing rain to the area. Behind that front, much cooler weather for late week. Satellite radar showing some thin clouds out there right now. Those dissipate as we move through the day. That warm weather to the west moving in tomorrow. Again, 67 for the high. Maybe a few light scattered showers ahead of the main line on Wednesday afternoon, but the bulk of the rainfall is going to be moving through late Wednesday night. Behind that, winds out of the west-northwest bringing in some cooler air. Highs will go from the mid to upper 60s on Wednesday to the mid to upper 40s on Thursday. And then as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, lows will drop down to about 30 degrees, highs in the mid 40s. It's going to be pretty chilly with temperatures actually a little below average for the end of the week and the weekend. Clouds building on Friday, but the snow will stay well to our north. Rainfall amounts, by the way, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, about 1/4 of an inch of rain, so that would be some good rainfall. Taking you into Saturday, it looks like the snow will stay to the north on Saturday also. Sunday, we're going to see that low sagging southward a little bit, giving us a chance, not a great one, I'll put it at 30% right now, for some rain showers that by Sunday night will start to change over into mixed precipitation. And if we see some of those light showers lingering into Monday morning, again, it's going to drop into the upper 20s, right around 30 degrees on Monday morning. So we may see some light snow showers by Monday morning. Kids, don't get your hopes up too high for getting out of school yet, because this is still a long way off, and typically forecast precipitation will change in terms of time, intensity, and location quite a bit between now and then. So it's just something to look at over the next couple of days and keep an eye on. For today, it is just going to be cool, cloudy this morning, but then clearing out. Very pleasant this afternoon, 55 for the high. Clear skies tonight will drop down to 39 for the overnight low, and then up to 67, my goodness, on Wednesday as that front moves in. Rain showers Wednesday night, and then we'll see it cooler and drier heading into Thursday and Friday with highs in the mid to upper 40s, lows in the low 40s, and look at the lows dropping down to 30 degrees on Saturday and Sunday morning, and then maybe a few light rain showers changing over into some mixed precipitation Sunday night, and a few light snow showers on Monday morning. Possibly. Right now it's only a 30% chance, so just keep an eye on it.
Save the eggs, save the bread, save the milk. It's going to be all right, we think. All right, David, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Well, today Channel 3 is teaming up with the Chattanooga Gas Company for the 9th straight year to provide you with information about the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. Today you can call 423-266-5483 and talk with a live human being about assistance with heating your home.
That's right. This is through a grant program, and it's first come, first serve. There are some eligibility requirements, but the employees and volunteers answering the phones can help you find out if you are qualified. 266-5483. Give them a call. They want to hear from you this morning.
They were super busy earlier today. Looks
they
like we
were.
have a couple of phones free right now, so get in while you fit in.
Give them a call. 266-5483. Alrighty, it is time now to take a look at our salutes. Congratulations and happy birthday to our Bojangles winner. Happy birthday to Ruby Pointer.
There's Ruby right there.
There's Ruby. Nice picture too.
City of Chattanooga for 40 years in human services. Your sons and your family love you a lot, and We all hope you have a great birthday, Ruby.